Tsaka ko lang napansin na pagka-upload ko nung last na video na nakikita pala yung yung Amando bag. Hindi naman intentional yung framing, basta kasi dito ko nilalagay yung bag. And yun. Ito yung Amando 2, out of stock na yata siya ngayon, pero feel ko magre-restock pagkatapos ng April. Why did this suddenly turn out into an Amando sponsorship ad? Never mind. Anyway, I have to start this again. So, a couple of days ago, on April 1st, 2019, pinalabas na yung first 2 episodes of the new Twilight Zone series, which is hosted by Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele directed Get Out.
Oh, no.
Starring that guy. So yun, Get Out, and most recently nung March ata or February, yung Us na movie, which is more focused on the horror genre. We have our own version of the Twilight Zone series na. Ito na yung third reiteration or parang third time ginawa nila ng parang bagong spin dun sa original series, which aired within the 1950s to the 1960s. I'm actually rewatching the old Twilight Zone series. I have, as in all of the episodes of the original Twilight Zone series. It was still black and white back then. Black and white pa siya dati. So I'm rewatching that, the original Twilight Zone series. I'm really interested in the history behind the whole Twilight Zone series. Si Rod Serling, which was the original host.
In 18 scripts, Mike, we have had one line changed.
And some of the writers, this writer that I discovered, his name was Charles Beaumont. Okay, let me show you. It is a book that is dedicated to his short stories. So ito siya. It's called The Howling Man by Charles Beaumont. So The Howling Man was one of the first books na nabili ko last year, 2018. Nung nag-research ako about dun sa libro, na si Charles Beaumont is a mainstay writer sa Twilight Zone series dati. This book had a lot of short stories kasi yung libro na to, even though it's a book, it's a compilation of some of his greatest short stories. Ilan ba to? 1, 2...
A few moments later.
There are about 30 short stories in this book alone. So when I finished this book, I wasn't really that satisfied. I wasn't satisfied with the short stories that Charles Beaumont had written in his time. Meron naman mga short story na nagustuhan kong basahin, pero most ng mga short stories na nabasa ko dito sa libro na to, parang hindi ko masyado nagustuhan. Parang hindi ko ma-visualize. Parang nahirapan akong i-imagine yung sarili ko dun sa mga short stories ni Charles Beaumont, kasi most of the setting of his short stories happened in circa 1950s to 1960s. So parang mga old gangsta, mga New York milieu, mga American milieu, mga ganun. So yun, nahirapan akong i-imagine siya sa mind ko, kasi parang wala akong experience dun sa kung saan niya sinet yung mga stories niya. While I was reading Charles Beaumont's short story collection, got me thinking back to one book. So napakita ko na to dati sa earlier video ko sa Manila International Book Fair video ko. Tong book na to is one of those books na binili ko nung Manila International Book Fair 2018, which was last year's MIDF event. It's called Ordinary World by Jose Miguel Arguelles. Gusto ko ulit mabasa to while I was reading Howling Man, kasi while I was reading Ordinary World back then, mas naintindihan ko or mas na-visualize ko yung mas nakarelate ako dun sa setting ng world or yung setting ng story ng mga short stories na nandito sa libro ni Jose Miguel Arguelles. This book is also a short story compilation. May 13 short stories dito, which is if you compare it to this book, parang hindi pa kalahati yung short stories na nandito. And this actually costed more to me. This book kasi sa book sale ko nga lang to binili, in which this is, well, may ang original price kasi nito 400 pesos, tapos 360 pesos ko lang siya binili. Kahit na mas mahal siya compared dito, parang mas na-enjoy kong basahin yung Ordinary World. Maybe it's just me, maybe it's just my opinion, kasi from my perspective kasi yung setting nung world nito, setting ng mga stories nito is in the Philippines, is in a place na alam ko, or I've been, or I was born in, basically. So mas yung mga small details na kung paano magsulat si Jose Miguel Arguelles, and kung paano niya i-world build yung Philippines dun sa mga small details niya sa short stories niya, mas madali kong maintindihan kaysa, or mas madali kong na-imagine or na-visualize kung paano yung setting nito, paano yung setting nitong short story kumpara dun sa New York style or America, any place in America in the 1950s or 1960s area ng The Howling Man. You must be wondering, how does this book relate to how does this book relate to how do these books relate? Well, ito kasing Ordinary World, nung binasa ko siya, it felt very much like if Twilight Zone was set in the Philippines. And then itong si Charles Beaumont, yun nga nasabi ko, writer siya dati or mainstay writer siya for the Twilight Zone episodes. If you have a copy of the original Twilight Zone series, yung mga episodes niya doon is, well, basically the title itself, The Howling Man.
What you saw is not the man. It is the devil himself.
Yung isa, Perchance to Dream.
Don't be afraid.
I'm not.
Pero may mga iba pa, pero hindi ko pa napanood kasi. Yun lang, yung dalawang lang yun yung mga napanood ko. So yun, si Charles Beaumont, kahit na mainstay writer siya dun sa Twilight Zone, mas na-satisfy akong basahin yung Ordinary World dahil yun nga, kasi I live in the Philippines, basta yun in general yung world setting naman. And I think Jose Miguel Arguelles really captures the essence of the Philippines in general. Anyway, so yun, ang reason kung bakit gusto kong i-share sa inyo yung libro nito, tsaka yung, well, not so much ito, dahil feel ko ang konti ng mga tao, kahit yung mga bata na alam na may ganito palang libro, even more so now kasi may bago na Twilight Zone na palabas, they're more inclined, of course, to just watch the Twilight Zone series ng ibang country. Maybe if I share this Ordinary World, Jose Miguel Arguelles book, people might read it. So yun, nabili ko siya sa MIBF, pero napansin ko pwede siyang mahanap sa National Bookstore or sa Fully Book branches. Nandun siya sa local section. Medyo mahirap siyang hanapin dahil ang National Bookstore tsaka ang Fully Book hindi nila masyado pina-prioritize yung local section or yung Filipino literature section. Hindi ko alam kung ganun yung tawag doon. Kung matyaga kayong maghanap ng mga local books, I suggest locating this or finding a copy of this, and then take the time and the money to buy Ordinary World, because I think many of us, including the youth of the Filipinos, need to read something like this, something like Ordinary World, na it has the same quality as even the original Twilight Zone series. May ganun siyang aesthetic, may ganun siyang quality dun sa kung paano siya sinulat, and it's set in the Philippines. So meron siyang parang may mga mapapansin ka dito na ano, yung mga lagi nating naririnig sa mga kwento ng mga matatandang relatives natin, which is of course passed on to us younger folks, younger generation. Naaliw lang talaga ako dun sa libro na to kasi it's what we need. It's something na alam kong onting tao pa lang sa Pilipinas ang may alam nung book na to. So hopefully you go ahead and go right ahead sa national, locate the local section, go to Fully Book sa local section. You'll find a copy or 2 or 3, maybe more, dahil walang bumibili. And then if you're interested in the types of literature na that captures the Philippine spirit, maybe, or the Philippine culture, I suggest again buying Ordinary World by Miguel Arguelles. Yun. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked this video, of course, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not yet. Help me. Kasi yun, that would your subscription, your likes will help me grow this channel, and I really want to grow this channel into something more than just the random videos that I usually make in this channel. I want to express myself more. I'm trying to express myself more, and I have a lot of topics na gusto kong mapag-usapan dito sa channel na to, and your likes and shares and your comments will be a way in order to help a fellow out, help a friend out, help a creative person to reach his goals.
How rich can a fella get under these circumstances? Well, if the show is successful, he can get tremendously rich. He can make $500,000, I suppose.